Okay, next problem we are looking at end behavior and graphing. So in number 8, we have the end behavior. All right, let's first look at the degree of the polynomial. So this is a second degree. Okay, so when it's even degree, we're going to start and end in the same direction. When it is an odd degree, we're going to start and end in different directions. Okay, so it's an even degree. We're going to start and end in the same direction, and the leading coefficient is negative. The leading coefficient tells you the end behavior. So if the leading coefficient is a -3, it will end down, just like negative. It will end in the negative direction. So because they're going to start and end in the same direction, this is starts and ends down. Okay, now we want to graph that, so we can just use the graphing calculator tool for here. So we're going to go to y equals, and we're just going to enter this in. So -3x squared plus 3x minus 2. Hit the graph button. And there's our graph. So there we would just want to pick out the correct graph from there. If we wanted to put it on a plot, we can go to second graph for that table there. And we can get some points, and we can start plotting points. You can see here, it looks like we've got a vertex. Well, if we see the symmetry, it looks like it's symmetrical between 0 and 1. Yeah, my vertex is probably 0.5. And I look at that there. So we can also just go here and go to second calc and just do a value here and just go 0.5. And then we can get the value of that vertex there, okay? Or we can actually go to second calc, and we can go, this is a maximum. So let's see. We want a left hand, so just scroll over, left bound, left of the intersection, enter, and then right of the intersection, and then enter. Yep. So it is true. So our max is 0.5 because we can round that 0.499 like that, and the 0.125. And then of course you can always do that algebraically as well, -b/2a. All right, let's look at number 9. We have an even degree. So starting and ending in the same direction again. My leading coefficient is 1, which means it's positive. Okay, so this is even degree, starts and ends up. All right, so your leading coefficient will tell you how you end. If it's an even degree, it will start and end the same way. If it's odd, it would start and end in a different direction. So an example of where it would be different would be like, let's say f of x equals 3x cubed plus x plus 1, or something like that. This is an odd degree, and the leading coefficient is positive. So if the leading coefficient here is a +3, it's going to end up, which means it starts, opposite of that, it'll start down. So it will start down, and it will end up. And that's because it's an odd degree. So that's the difference there. All right, and then number 10, we're looking at vertical asymptotes. So that's just these lines here. So you're just getting these x equals lines. Go down. Oh, too far. Hold on. There it is. Okay, and the x value of these lines, we are going through x equals 5. Remember, your vertical lines are always x values. That's a -6 there. Every single point on that line is the same. So that is -6, 0. Let's see, this point here is -6, 10, -6, -8. That's why it's x equals, because all of the x values are the same. So those are your two vertical asymptotes.